Okay, fine. That's it with attendance then. So let's begin the class. Last time we were learning about the stages of mind diffusion. So today we are going to study about mitosis, and if time permits, we'll study meiosis today itself. Otherwise, we'll be going ahead with next class. Okay, so mind diffusion, ये सब तो आपको याद है, right? We have seen that the bacterial cell is dividing into two. While it is dividing, the chromosome number is doubling. Okay, it just have a single chromosome. It is a small DNA with single circular chromosome. So we have a single point of origin and a single point of termination. So the DNA doubling starts from the origin. We have building of replication forks followed by a replication bubble, and we have a single replication bubble here, and that extends and that will be breaking down, and we are going to get two chromosomes, and these get segregated, and we are going to have a completely new data cell which look identical. Okay, so we are going to now look at the eukaryotic system. In eukaryotic system, the chromosomal content is very big. Okay, like look at each and every creature, they have their own number of chromosomes, and the arrangement of genes and all are also varied across them, right? Example, let's take ourselves. We have 46 chromosomes, and all the 46 chromosomes, they are not circular, they are linear. Okay, chromosome structure जब मैं पढ़ा रहा था, I have mentioned you about P arm, Q arm, types of chromosomes and all, right? So इस तरह in different species across the earth, we have different chromosome number. Okay, like take chimpanzee. Chimpanzee have 48. Take an onion. Onion has 16. Take a corn. Corn has approximately 20. Yeah, it's 20. Then take a cat. Cat has 38. Dog has 78. Okay, rats, they have 42. So this way, each and every creature has their own chromosome number. Okay, so when you are going to consider these chromosomes, there are many. So if you are going to have a single point of if you are going to have a single point of origin and a single point of termination, then that is going to take you a lot of time for the replication process to happen. Okay, but we have to speed up. The division should be happening and the cells should divide. So we have different kinds of cells in our body, and out of them, let's consider, like, we have two major types. One are somatic, the other one are gametic. सोमैटिक सेल में क्या होता है? सोमैटिक सेल में आपका जो क्रोमोसोम कंटेंट है वो एग्जैक्ट सेम रहेगा. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमंस, we have 46 number of chromosomes. It's diploid. Okay, so yeah, so 46 कैसे हो रहा है? We have 23 actually, and this 23 are occurring in the pairs. Okay, so when you are looking at this 23, we have again 22 pairs. We call them as autosomes. We have one pair, we call them as allosomes. So this one pair will be uh, in case of males, it's going to be XY. In case of females, it's going to be XX. So that will be 46 together, right? So majority of your cells of your body have all of these together in pairs. They have 46. But the sexual cells of our body, in case of us, we call them as gametes. In case of your man, it's sperm. In case of women, it's an egg. Okay, so the sperm or the egg, they basically will be having only 23 chromosomes, which means they're carrying only one set. Okay, so we have all the 22 and either in X or in Y, depending upon the so-called gender. Okay, so that kind of arrangement is called as haploid, and the rest of the arrangement is called as diploid. So majority of our cells of our body are diploid in nature. Majority in the sense, ये sexual cells को छोड़ दीजिए, आपका body में sperm के अलावा बाकी जितना भी cell है, in case of boys I'm telling you, आपके body में sperms के अलावा जितना भी body cells है वो सब somatic है. Okay, and they will be having 23 pairs of chromosomes. So that is a diploid number pair. We are having 1 plus n plus n. So there is 2n. Whereas in sperms or in eggs, it's going to be only n, which means we have only 23 of them. Okay, so remember this. So if I am asking a specific cell of a body, like a hair or a kidney or a liver or a skin or any other tissue, you just have to be clear with that particular chromosome number. Okay, remember, except your sexual cells. In case of girls, it's eggs. In case of boys, it's sperms. Sperms और eggs के अलावा आपके बॉडी में जितना भी cells है, all of them are somatic in nature. Okay, so now for formation of this somatic cell, for repeating the somatic cell with the diploid number of chromosomes, we have one kind of division, and formation of a gametic cell, we have another kind of division. So we have two different versions of division. So one is an equational division, which means we are beginning with 46 chromosomes from a cell, and we have to end up with 46 chromosomes in the upcoming cell. That's one kind of division that happens in somatic cell, and we call it as mitosis. Mitosis means same thread. So the thread that we are talking here is chromatin. Okay, so chromatin का content जो है वो equal रहना चाहिए parent और daughter में. Just like the way we have seen in bind diffusion, the same thing should be reappearing here. So that's one sort of arrangement. Okay, that's one kind of a division. So we call it as mitosis. And in another case, we have to reduce the chromosome number to half. 2n है, इसमें से हम आधे content को ही daughter में reproduce करना है. So we are reducing the chromosome content. We are reducing the chromatin content. We are making the half thread. So meos stands for reduced thread or half thread. Okay, so this way we have two different kinds of division. One is mitosis and the other one is meiosis. And not just about the chromosomes. If you're going to look at the cellular content, in bacteria, the cellular content is very simple. You just have a cytoplasm and you have some of the proteins and metabolites. But in case of our eukaryotic system, it's not like that. We have different organelles, right? हम लोग तो सारे organelles के बारे में सुन चुके हैं. Can let me just call Prachi. Prachi is here, right? Prachi. 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 If you are not responding, I should mark you all absent. Then Asan. Asan.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can
Amrita,
you
I'll mark you. I'll mark you later. At the end of the
okay,
class,
sir.
I'll mark you.
Okay, sir.
Asan. Prachi and Asan will be absent. Dawar Shafak.
Yes, sir.
Dawar. So can you just tell me names of two organelles of the cell? Two organelles of the cell.
Organelles of the cell.
Yeah.
One will be
Eukaryotic cell.
eukaryotic mitochondria,
Okay.
and second will be will it be cell wall? Will be considered as an organelle of a cell?
Yeah. You can consider plasma membrane cell wall as organelle also.
Yes, plasma.
Okay, good. Dawar, you can mute yourself. Now, Swastik Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Two more organelles names, please.
Golgi apparatus and ribosomes.
Very good. Very good. Vaibhav. Vaibhav Kumar. Vaibhav Kumar. ये सब सिर्फ अटेंडेंस देने के लिए आता है क्या? Marking absent again. Who we have? Deepak Yadav.
Yes, sir.
Deepak Yadav.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So other than those four organelles, can you tell me the names of any other two organelles?
Sir, can we consider nucleus?
Yes, nucleus is an organelle. It's a big organelle.
Sir, nucleus. Sir, chloroplast in
Yes,
plant.
nucleus, chloroplast. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, these are very simple.
Sir?
Yes, Naman, you can answer.
Sir, endoplasmic reticulum can be an example.
Yes, endoplasmic reticulum.
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria.
Sir, can I add one more?
Yes, Varun, tell me.
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi apparatus. Okay.
Sir, lysosome.
Lysosomes. Yes.
Sir,
Sir,
endoplast.
Sir, vacuole.
Vacuole.
The Golgi bodies.
Golgi body, Golgi apparatus.
Sir, ribosomes.
Chloroplast.
Ribosomes, sir.
So,
ribosomes.
we have this many number of
Central
ribosomes.
Areole, cytoskeleton, all of these are cellular organelles. Very good. So, इतने सारे organelles हैं हमारे body में. Peroxisomes. Okay, fine. Okay, so हमारे बॉडी में इतने सारे ऑर्गेनल्स है, तो अभी हमको we have to make sure that all of these organelles are also doubling up and they are also segregating. Okay, so it's a very complex process. It's not as easy as we see in case of bacteria. Okay, so how do we begin with? So in a somatic cell, the division is called as mitosis. Mitos usually stands for same thread. Okay, so we are carrying forward the same chromatin thread from parent to the daughter cell, same content, I mean to say. Okay, so when you are actually looking at the cell cycle, this is a cycle, which means the cell is formed and again it goes for reproduction, again the cell forms, and so the cycle continues. Okay, so when you are actually looking at a cell cycle, we have two different stages. One stage is cell division, which is usually very, very short, and the other stage is called as interphase. Okay, we have alternating states of cell division and interphase. So now the interphase is again divided into three more phases. Number one is G1 phase, where the growth of the cell happens, which means the cell will be formed newly. So it has to grow, it has to develop. So it will be doing all its cellular functions properly, and it will be metabolizing activity. And on top of that, it will be growing up. The growth is determined in terms of size. Okay, so the cell will be attaining a size here. Very good. After the cell attains a specific size, now starts our so-called reproduction process. So what are we reproducing first? The first thing to reproduce is DNA. Okay, so while we are reproducing the DNA, unless like bacteria में तो एक ही origin point है और एक ही termination point है. यहाँ पे हमारे पास तो बहुत सारे chromosomes हैं. So we have multiple points of origins and multiple points of terminations. So instead of forming one simple replication bubble, our chromosome will be having multiple replication bubble on its entire chain, DNA chain. Okay, and they will be having multiple points of termination. So this way when we are completing the process, it's going to take a short time only. It's not going to be long. अगर एक ही origin और एक ही termination point होगा तो that is going to be very, very long. हमारा body में हमारे cells में देख लीजिए. In case of humans, you just take a cell, single cell, it is going to have some billion bases of DNA. Okay, so just replicating this billion bases of DNA is going to take a huge time. Okay, so if you are going to start at different locations simultaneously, and if you speed up the process, then it's going to be faster. Okay, so other than that, your common procedure like your breaking up, formation of replication fork, formation of Okazaki fragments, everything is common. Okay, it's same. So the principle is common, but the beginning and the starting, you are going to have multiple points of beginning and multiple points of end. Because we have different numbers of chromosomes and the DNA is very, very big. So for that reason, we replicate it. So that is happening in which phase? It is happening in S phase. S stands for synthesis. So what are we synthesizing in this area? We are actually synthesizing our entire DNA. Once the entire DNA is doubled up, now your cellular content and the proteins required for your so-called mitosis get up, they get ready. And at the end of this G2 phase, whatever the DNA that has been produced, whatever the DNA that has been doubled, will now be condensing, and it will be forming something called as your chromosome. Okay. So how does this is how your chromosome will be forming if there is no division. You are just going to have one P arm and one Q arm. So this is called as a monad. Monad matlab one arm. Add this particular thing that you are saying here. So your centromere is bearing two different arms, one is P and one is Q. So we just have one arm of P and one arm of Q. So such kind of arrangement is called as monad. So when our DNA gets doubled up, then we are going to have copy of a P arm and a copy of a Q arm. So we have a copy of P and copy of Q. So this on centromere will be having two arms on upper side and two arms on the lower side. So this is called as a dyad. Dyad matlab we have copies of chromatids arms located on the same chromosome. So this will be a dyad, and this moves ahead into the prophase division. So you see we have this dyad here, dyad here, dyad. So all of the chromosomes basically have dyads. So once it moves into the prophase, now there are the changes. Let's look at the sequence of events that are happening in the prophase. Number one, you have your centrioles. The centrioles are now migrating to the opposite poles. So centrioles कितना था सेल में पहले? 2 centriole था. और G2 फेज में कंटेंट ऑर्गेनेल कंटेंट डबल हो गया था, जिसके वजह से 2 4 बन गया। अभी ये 4 में से 2 नॉर्थ पोल की तरह जाएगा और 2 साउथ पोल। लेट्स से दिस इज योर सेल एंड दिस इज लाइक a shape of a earth, let's say. Okay, so now this is moving towards the north pole and this is coming towards the south pole. So this way we have 2 centrioles here and 2 centrioles here. Once they segregate there, then simultaneously 2 events happen. What are these 2 events? Disappearance of nuclear membrane. Okay, आपका जो membrane है वो disappear हो जाएगा. Why the membrane has to disappear? Because the cytoskeletal elements now should intervene and they should move your chromosomes. So if your nuclear membrane is there, that's going to obstruct the path. Okay, so they will not be allowing the cytoskeletal elements to like make the process happen. So for that reason, the membrane is disintegrating. एक बार आपका membrane जब जाएगा, then your spindle formation happens. The spindle is nothing but these are some of the cytoskeletal elements which are forming a robust or rope-like structure, and this rope-like structure will be mechanized. Why? Because they go and they will be binding to the centromere. So your chromosome basically have this center, right? This one is called a centromere. So वो जो spindle form हो रहा है, rope form हो रहा है, that gets connected here, and this is now going to act as a junction of movement. So we call it as kinetochore, kinetic core region. It's a region. So kineto movement. This core now will be assisting with the movement. What is this core made up of? This core is actually interacting the centromere with the spindle, and the spindle again on the opposite side is now connected to something called as your centrioles. So this way now the establishment of chromosomes onto all the spindle happen. Okay, so you see the establishment is not in a order, rather it's random. यहाँ पे एक chromosome है, यहाँ पे एक है, यहाँ पे एक है, यहाँ पे. So they are just spread out in the cell. Okay, so these are the sequence of events that are happening in the prophase. एक बार फिर से देख लीजिए, we have visible chromosomes that are formed in the G2 phase. They straight away come here in the form of dyads. Once they come here in the form of dyads, the centrioles which are duplicated, they move to the opposite poles. 2 of them will be on the north and 2 of them will be on the south. After that, nuclear membrane disintegrates. Followed by that, we have formation of a spindle apparatus. This is nothing but your cytoskeletal elements are, some of them are rearranging and they are forming a rope-like structure, and they go and connect to the chromosomes at the centromere. And this connection is called as kinetochore. So the kinetochore is required for movement of your chromosome in the division process. That's the stage 1. Stage 2, metaphase. So we have this metaphase center, or you can simply call it as the equator of the cell. So at the equator of the cell, along the equator of the cell, the movement of these kinetochore will happen in such a way that all of the chromosomes are exactly at the central area of the cell. So let's say this is your north pole, this is your south pole, this is the equator. You can see the chromatids or the chromosomes are exactly at the center. 2 of the chromatids are facing this so-called centriole, and 2 of them are facing lower centriole. Okay, so this arrangement is done at metaphase. Now comes anaphase. So what we are doing in anaphase is that we are now segregating the sisters. We are pulling the sisters apart. ये देखिए, ये एक sister हो गया, so this is the sister of Q, this is another sister of Q, this is the sister of P, and this is another P. So now the sisters are getting separated. So how are they getting separated? The kinetochore is now pulling them apart. So the centriole will be pulling these fibers towards them, and this makes the so-called dyads split up into monads, and one monad will be going towards this area and the other monad will be moving towards this area. So this way, now the chromosome splitting has happened and they are segregating to the opposite poles. This is very, very important for the development of the cell. After this, we have this telophase. So telophase में क्या होता है? जितना भी प्रोफेज में सीक्वेंसेस हुआ था, वो सब सीक्वेंसेस अभी यहाँ पे रिपीट हो जाएगा, रिवर्स हो जाएगा. तो सीक्वेंसेस क्या था? एक तो अपना स्पिंडल apparatus फॉर्म हुआ था. It got connected to the centromere. The spindle detaches from the centromere, number 1, and it disintegrates and get back to original cytoskeletal formation. एक वो है. After it is done, then our nuclear membrane is coming back. You see the nuclear membrane is developing back. After this, the chromosomes that were visible now undergoes decondensation and they turn into invisible chromatin. Okay, so यहाँ पे lose हो रहा है, chromosome lose होके वो जो arms था ये stout था, so this is now uncoiling up and it is again getting converted into the chromatin. Okay, and your centriole, which were at the north pole and the south pole, now they move to the center of the cell. Okay, so these are the set of the sequences that are happening inside the so this is still undivided. Yeah, अभी तक divide हुआ नहीं है. So the nuclear division is done. Now begins something called as your cell division. So the cells has to divide. For this purpose, the cell will be, the membrane of the cell exactly at the center will be forming something called as a cleavage furrow. Okay, so the proteins of these two cells segregate the components. Cytoplasm distribution is done. Organelle distribution will be done here, and after that, the cleavage furrow moves ahead. So while the cleavage furrow moves ahead, you can see that there is a formation of something called as a cell plate. Okay, so this cell plate is formed only in case of plants. In animals, you don't see the formation. So what are the cell plates doing here? In case of plants, after the division happens, we have an extra thing called a cell wall in case of plants, right? That has to be formed. So uska formation यहाँ से होता है. In case of animals, you do not see the formation of a cell plate. Okay, and one difference in case of plant and animal is that you are seeing a centriole here. In case of plants, the centriole is not there. It doesn't assist in some. It does not form, or it is not there for guiding the so-called movement of the kinetophore. It is completely handled by the cytoskeleton itself. Okay, so these are the differences that you see in case of plant and animal. Division wise, animal में कैसे होता है? Animal में हम लोग periphery से furrow start किया है, that is moving to the end center and यहाँ से split होता है cell. Plants के केस में ये cell plate form होता है, यहाँ से हमारा splitting start होता है and ये ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ेगा. So the splitting will go in both the directions. In one direction this will be moving this way and in other direction this will be moving this way. So plants में center से शुरू होके आगे बढ़ेगा. Animals में ऊपर से शुरू होके center तक आएगा. That's one kind of a division. Okay, so in this manner, the cells undergo cytokinesis, and we are going to get two daughter cells, and both the daughter cells are going to have the same chromosome content, and they look just like the way their parents used to look like. Okay, so they return to the interface and they enter the G1 state of the interface. So cell cycle of a somatic cell gets completed in this manner. Okay, so this is something. Now let's look at the chromatin content and chromosome numbers. People face a lot of confusion there. So look at the chromatin content. Let's consider a human cell. Okay, समझ लीजिए हम हमारा हेयर सेल की बात कर रहा है. हम बाल कटवाने के बाद बाल ग्रो होता है वापस, right? So how does it grow? Through the same process. This is the process, mitosis. First thing, it has to grow. Okay, so the hair cell has to grow in something called as your size. एक बार size, once it attains a size, then it has to go for the division. Okay, so while the hair cell is dividing, first thing is growth. Growth होने के बाद, now our DNA has to get doubled up. So यहाँ पे हमारा chromatin content कितना था? It was equivalent to 46 chromosomes. I'm saying equivalent, which means the chromosome is not yet formed and it can form 46 chromosomes. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमारा chromosome content था 46. Now it has moved to S phase. S phase में हमारा chromatin double हो गया है, मतलब 46, and we have one more copy of 46. So totally we have chromatin content equivalent to 92 chromosomes. Okay, good. Now it goes ahead like this, and it should be forming 92 chromosomes, but that's not happening. Instead of that, it's forming 46 chromosomes only. How? Because of the formation of dyad. वो जो कॉपी बन रहा है वो कॉपी अलग से क्रोमोसोम नहीं बन रहा है. It is taking part in joining to the same chromosome where its parental chromatidome is present. Okay, so this way we have formation of, though the chromatin content is equivalent to 92, we are still forming only 46 chromosomes. Okay, so the same thing continues with the prophase, metaphase, and in anaphase now the division happened. So 46 of them will be segregated and another 46 will be segregated. So now here we see the formation of 92 chromosomes. Okay, so 92 chromosomes हमको कहाँ पे visibility है? That is actually visible from anaphase onwards. So 96 are divided. They are divided. This cell is still with 92 chromosomes, where 46 are towards one end and another 46 are towards other end. And at the end of cytokinesis, we are going to get a cell with 46 chromosomes and another cell with 46 chromosomes. So this way, the genetic integrity is maintained, it's retained, and the parent and daughter are almost नहीं, पूरा same है. Okay. So this is how the mitosis division happen in all our cells. Now 11:58. Okay. यहाँ तक, if somebody has any query, let me know. If anyone
Sir,
is
sir.
with, हाँ.
सर ये सेल ऑर्गेनल कैसे डिवाइड होता है? आप तो ये जेनेटिक वाला दिखाए यहाँ पर, मैंने एक बार बोल दीजिए ना फिर से, अगर आप बोल दिए तो.
Which one?
सेल ऑर्गेनल्स जो होते हैं ना,
हाँ.
वो कैसे डिवाइड होता है दोनों में, दोनों डॉटर्स में?
See, पहले क्या हो रहा था? पहले हमारा जीवन फेज था.
हाँ.
जीवन फेज में सिर्फ सेल ग्रो हो रहा था. सेल एंड साइटोप्लाज्म दोनों का ग्रोथ हो गया है. ओके, यहाँ पे सेल का डायमेंशंस बढ़ गया है, ऑटोमेटिकली साइटोप्लाज्म कंटेंट भी बढ़ गया है. ओके, नाउ यहाँ पे पहला डिवीजन हम कहाँ से शुरू कर रहा है? हम डीएनए से शुरू कर रहा है. तो हमारा डीएनए का कंटेंट यहाँ पे डबल हो गया है. ओके, उसके बाद ये G2 है. दिस इज ऑल्सो एरिया ऑफ ग्रोथ. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ग्रोथ आर वी एक्चुअली सीइंग हियर? वी आर सीइंग द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ आवर कंटेंट्स गेटिंग डबल्ड अप. ओके, सेंट्रियोल 2 था, 2 सेंट्रियोल 4 बन जाएगा. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया समझ लीजिए 50 है, तो 100 माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया हो जाएगा. लेट्स से राइबोसोम्स आर इन 1000 और राइबोसोम का कंटेंट 2000 हो जाएगा. सो दिस वे द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द सेल्स गेट्स डबल्ड अप हियर. ओके,
ठीक है सर.
fine.
समझ में आया सर.
Now your DNA is doubled up, your contents are doubled up. Now this pro, meta, ana and telo में क्या हो रहा है? ये जो doubled up DNA है, हम सिर्फ उसी से डील कर रहा है इस सारे स्टेजेस में. प्रो, मेटा, एना, टीलो में ये डीएनए डिवीजन खत्म होने के बाद तब हम जाके हमारा सेलुलर कंटेंट्स का डिवीजन देख रहे हैं. सो कैसे? देयर वी आर सीइंग दैट साइटोकाइनेसिस में हमारा साइटोप्लाज्मिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है. The distribution goes in accordance with the cytoskeletal arrangement. Cytoskeleton का जॉब क्या है? सेल डिवीजन में ऑर्गेनल्स को पकड़ के खींचना. Okay, transportation of organelles during, so that will be, that job is taken care by your cytoskeletal elements. So what they do, let's say I said 100 mitochondria हो गया है. Out of 100 mitochondria, 50 mitochondria will be entering this one and 50 mitochondria will be entering this one. Same way, out of 2000 ribosomes, 1000 ribosomes will be entering this cell and the other 1000 will be entering this cell. Let's say we have endoplasmic reticulum. So the network has, let's say 100 networks, 50 networks will move here and 50 other networks will be moving here. So this way, whatever the contents are getting doubled up, they will be segregated here. So the cytoplasmic distribution, the organelle distribution, and the organelle division happen here in the cytokinesis state. Okay. So, yeah. Tell me.
हाँ सर, समझ में आया सर. वही बोल.
Okay. So we have two regions of growth, G1, G2. G1 में कौन सा ग्रोथ हो रहा था? G1 में सिर्फ साइज का ग्रोथ हो रहा है. ओके, उसके बाद हम डिवीजन स्टार्ट करेंगे. डिवीजन हम शुरू कर रहे हैं कहाँ से? डीएनए से शुरू कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑल द फैक्टर्स दैट आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द डिवीजन एंड आल्सो वी आर डुप्लीकेटिंग आवर ऑर्गेनल कंटेंट्स हियर. एंड उसका डिवीजन कहाँ पे होता है? पहले हम न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन देखते हैं. न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन होने के बाद हम जाके हमारा ऑर्गेनल का डिवीजन देखते हैं. So once everything is divided, the membranes will be pinching off and then we are going to get our new daughter cells. So this way we have alternating phases of cell division and alternating state of interface in a cell cycle. Okay.
सर.
Yes, आदित्य.
सर, न्यू डॉटर सेल का साइज ओल्ड डॉटर सेल के बराबर होता है?
न्यू डॉटर सेल का साइज ओल्ड डॉटर जब पैदा हुआ था उसका साइज जितना होता है उतना ही साइज न्यू डॉटर सेल का होता है.
तो सर अभी आप कहे कि जितना ओल्ड डॉटर सेल में मतलब जितना कंटेन करता राइबोसोम, साइटोप्लाज्म, डीएनए उसका दुगुना करके उसके बाद डिवाइड हो जाता, तो सर
हाँ
न्यू डॉटर सेल सेल तो पहले ही अपने मैक्सिमम ग्रोथ पे रहेगा।
ना 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 you should consider it, you should consider it from the childhood.
सर आप माइपॉड ना क्या बोल के एक बोले थे ना जब वो क्रोमोसोम डिवीजन के टाइम में एम से कुछ था टर्म में सर वो
माइपोड नहीं वो मोनोड डायड है। या देखिए ये दिस वन राइट।
हाँ सर हाँ सर
मोनोड मतलब अगर आपके क्रोमोसोम में सिर्फ 2 आर्म है और एक आर्म पी है और एक आर्म, क्रोमोसोम में यूजुअली यू हैव 2 आर्म्स, पी आर्म क्यू आर्म राइट।
हाँ सर
हमारा क्रोमोसोम जब फॉर्म होता है तो यू विल बी हैविंग ए सेंट्रोमियर, you will be having a PM, you will be having a QM. That's the common structure of a chromosome. तो हमारा जब डीएनए जो हमारा सेल में जो डीएनए कंटेंट है, that content will be usually forming arms like this, usually. But after the replication and after our DNA is doubled, instead of forming like structures like this, the same copy is also getting attached to it. Okay, and it is forming a dyad. Monad matlab it looks like this, only one P and only one Q. Dyad matlab you have P and its copy, you have Q and its copy. So you have 2 arms of P and 2 arms of Q. So we are also having our copy attached to it. So we call it as dyad.
सर ये तो समझ में आया सर, वो जो सेंटर वाला पार्ट है ना सर्कुलर एक वो उसको आप क्या बोले?
Centromere.
ठीक है सर।
Centromere है and this is the point of attachment of our spindle.
ठीक है
स्पिंडल फॉर्म हो रहा है, स्पिंडल ये जो साइटोस्केलेटल एलिमेंट्स थोड़ा रीअरेंज होकर ये जो रोप लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स बन रहा है, so these structures will be going and attaching at this junction, this dot, that's called a centromere. So वहाँ पे काफी proteins हैं and these proteins will be now interacting with our spindle apparatus and they will form the mechanism for pulling up. So the cytoskeletal elements now will drag your P arm and Q arm. And where is it connected? It is connected to this dot called a centromere. So this junction is called as kinetochore. Kinetics, simple physical stuff. Kinetics मतलब movement. Core area. So kinetochore, the area where you are actually seeing the movement happening. Okay. Just try to dissect the terms. You will be getting the answers.
सर
yeah.
सर ये सर डाई वाला है ना स्लाइड नंबर 9 में सर जो आप बता रहे थे अभी,
हाँ डायड।
उसमें से जो डाइक्रोमेटिन है उसमें जो सर सेंट्रोमियर होगा वो तो थोड़ा मतलब ऊपर तरफ शिफ्ट रहेगा ना सर, जैसे इसमें क्रॉस एकदम बीच में बन रहा है सर, तो पी तो थोड़ा छोटा होता है सर क्यू से
ना no I am actually not getting what you are saying. ये
सर
सेंट्रोमियर जो है ये बीच में होना चाहिए, that's what you say right?
सर वो थोड़ा ऊपर तरफ ना होना चाहिए सर, बीच में तो परफेक्ट नहीं ना होता है, क्या कि सर ऊपर वाला सर थोड़ा छोटा होता है नीचे वाला सर।
अच्छा यू मीन टू से ऊपर का पी आर्म छोटा है तो यहाँ भी दोनों छोटा रहना चाहिए।
हाँ
हाँ वो
यस
उसका
सर,
अकरेंस वैसे ही होगा,
यही पूछ रहे थे नहीं सर
उसका
इसमें
अकरेंस वैसे होगा। इसमें वो रिप्रेजेंटेशन में वो आई डोंट नो, आई हैव टेकन दिस पिक्चर फ्रॉम द इंटरनेट, so this fellows made it this way. Okay, but when
सर
usually
मतलब वैसे ही नहीं होगा सर
हाँ वैसे
कि
बिल्कुल इसका कॉपी
सेंट्रोमियर पे ही
होगा।
क्रॉस होगा।
हाँ बिल्कुल इसके ऊपर जो आपका लेंथ है सेम लेंथ मेंटेन होगा।
ओके सर।
ओके
सर और एक चीज था सर, वो जो आप जो
हाँ
क्रोमैटिक बोले ना 22 पेयर ऑफ,
हाँ
सर वहां पर हैप्लॉइड डिप्लॉइड वो दोनों टर्म और एक बार समझा दीजिए।
हैप्लॉइड माने हैप्लॉइड मतलब मैं आपको एक बार दूसरा स्लाइड दिखा दूंगा, जस्ट गिव मी 1 मिनट। Can you all look at this? Oh, where did it go? आप क्रोमोसोम्स के स्लाइड्स में देख लीजिए। I'm just sharing it again. Wait. Yeah, look at this. Look at this slide. ये स्लाइड आपको दिखाई दे रहा है?
हाँ सर।
ये यहाँ पे देखिए, ये ह्यूमन का क्रोमोसोम नंबर है. सो हमारे कितना क्रोमोसोम है? 23 पेयर्स है. We have 22 pairs of allosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosome, right?
हाँ सर।
So altogether, how much? What is the number we should be getting? We should be getting 46 chromosomes. This is in pair. This is in pair. This is in pair. So this way, in a normal human cell, we should be getting all the 23 pairs. That should be making a 46 chromosome. So if your cell is having one set of one set of two, one set of three, in this way, if it is going to have all the sets, then we call such kind of a cell as a somatic cell, and the condition is called as diploid. Ploidy indicates the set of the chromosome. If you have one set, it's haploid. Two sets, diploid. Three sets, triploid. ऐसे, okay? And हमारा sex cells में क्या होता है? Usually, what happens in our sex cells is, while we segregate and while we divide, sexual cells will be having only one of these. ये जो पेयर है, ये पेयरिंग में से सिर्फ एक ही पार्टनर जाएगा, दोनों नहीं जाएंगे. एंड सेम में सेक्स क्रोमोसोम में ही मे बी एक ही जाएगा. लेट्स से दिस इज एक्स एंड दिस इज वाई. सो एक स्पर्म में एक्स होगा और एक स्पर्म में सिर्फ वाई होगा. ओके, सेम में अदर क्रोमोसोम्स आल्सो. क्रोमोसोम नंबर 1 का सिर्फ एक ही क्रोमोसोम जाएगा, दूसरा वाला नहीं आएगा. क्रोमोसोम नंबर 2 में भी सिर्फ एक ही क्रोमोसोम आएगा, दूसरा वाला नहीं आएगा. सो ऐसे हम क्या कर रहे हैं? इंस्टेड ऑफ ब्रिंगिंग अप ऑल द सेट्स, 2 sets, we are only going ahead with only 1 set. So we are resulting with only 23 number of chromosomes in a sperm cell or in an egg cell. We call that condition as haploid. Okay. Sperms or eggs के अलावा बाकी सब cells में you will see your chromosomes forming like this. They will form in pairs. Okay, and we call the condition as diploid because we have n plus n. So we have 2n of 1, 2n of 2, 2n of 3, 2n of 4, 2n of 5, and so on till 2n of 23. Okay, so 2n is considered as diploid, and if you have just 1, only सिर्फ एक ही है, then you call it as haploid. समझ में आ गया?
हाँ सर.
So ये अभी जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे डिवीजन, द डिवीजन इज रिगार्डिंग द सेल्स विद 2n नंबर. ओके, ऑल द सोमैटिक सेल्स. तो बॉडी के अंदर जितने भी सोमैटिक सेल्स हैं, दे अंडरगो डिवीजन लाइक दिस. नाउ लेट्स डू अ सिंपल कैलकुलेशन. क्या आंसर्स ऑन द चैट बॉक्स प्लीज. ऑनियन का 2 सेट का नंबर मिलाने के बाद हमको 16 मिल रहा है, 16. तो नाउ वी आर, लेट्स से वी आर डिवाइडिंग अ लीफ सेल. हम एक लीफ सेल में डिवीजन देख रहे हैं. तो लीफ सेल जब डिवाइड कर रहा है तो क्रोमैटिन कंटेंट डबल हो रहा है या नहीं? You just look at the chromatin content, and I'm just asking about the chromatin content after a phase called as S. This is the part of interphase जहाँ पे आपका DNA double होता है. So what will be the number? Is it going to be 16 or is it going to be equivalent to 32? कितना होगा?
So if we are getting into the end of mitosis, it will remain 16 unless we are getting 2 daughter cells to be.
No. Look at this phase. Look at the phase. The phase is S. S phase is, मतलब the cell is still in growing stage. It's not yet entered the division state. We have G1, S, G2. G1 में सिर्फ सेल का ग्रोथ हुआ है डायमेंशन वाइज. S फेज में DNA डबल हो गया है. अगर DNA डबल होता है तो क्रोमैटिन कंटेंट का क्या हाल होगा? डबल हो जाएगा या सेम रहेगा? डबल हो जाएगा.
Twice. Yes.
Twice. So the chromatin content is equivalent to 32 chromosomes. Very good. 32, Aditya, very good. Same way. Continuing with the same thing.
So then it will go on to become 64.
So what will be the number of chromosomes at the end of telophase? तो टीलोफेज देख लीजिए, वहां पे सेल अभी भी डिवाइड हुआ नहीं है. but the chromosomes are separated, but the cell is not yet divided. So now looking at the cell, I'm asking about the complete number of chromosomes in that particular undivided cell. कितना होगा?
Because when the cells are layered, then it will be divided into 16 and 16 into
Right,
two cells.
right. 32 होगा. 32 will be on one side and 32 will be on the other side. It is still not divided. When the cell undergoes division, it will be 16 and 16 in each cell. Okay. So I will be sharing the slides with you all. You go ahead with this, and tomorrow कब है हमारा class? कल ही है ना?
But tomorrow is a holiday. We'll have a class
छुट्टी
probably
है
on
सर।
Saturday, that is 20th.
Okay, fine. Then probably on Sunday we have a class on 19th. Okay, we have a class on 19th. No problem then. So
we have a class on 20th, Saturday.
We have a class on 20th also.
So tomorrow is a holiday.
Sir, tomorrow is holiday and tomorrow's schedule will be followed on Saturday.
Okay, no problem. Then Sunday we will be having a test. तो अभी तक जितना भी आप पढ़ चुके हैं आप पढ़ लीजिए. Meiosis का कंटेंट मैं सैटरडे को बताऊंगा एंड उसको भी मिला के हम एक टेस्ट करेंगे. That will be on Sunday. Okay. So from the beginning बायोडाइवर्सिटी से लेके अभी तक जितना भी हुआ है आप उसको रिवाइज कीजिए. It will be in MCQs, it will be on Google form, and the test will be scheduled on Sunday. Okay, I'll just make a notice on the Google Classroom as well. Test one on Sunday. Time and all I will decide and I'll let you know on the WhatsApp group.
Sir, it will be MCQ.
All MCQs. We can have problems also.
It will be a quiz type, right? Like around
it will be basically quiz type. You will be getting all sorts of questions. You may get mathematical questions, like the way I have asked in DNA basis, or you can get mathematical questions even in this thing, mitosis, meiosis. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just writing the topic and the date. Okay, then we'll catch up on Saturday then. See you all.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number
Thank you, sir.
440.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number 440, I marked you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
The questions. Okay, so I'm just starting the video.
If you can't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will have to work till you die. This is one of my favorite Warren Buffett quotes. Hi, this is Varun Malhotra, and in the last 10 years, we have impacted lives of more than 7 lakh investors through our flagship financial literacy awareness program. But being an investor myself for the last 21 years, as an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and Washington University, and having completed my CFA and
Now you can say, दिखाई दे रहा?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm standing in front of you today in all humility, wanting to share with you my journey of the last 6 years in the field of service and education. I'm not a trained academic, neither am I a veteran social worker. I was 26 years in the corporate world, trying to make organizations profitable. And then in 2003, I started Parikrama Humanity Foundation from my kitchen table. The first thing that we did was walk through the slums. By the way, there are 2 million people in Bangalore who live in 800 slums. We couldn't go to all the slums, but we tried to cover as much as we could. We walked through these slums, identified houses where children would never go to school. We talked to the parents, tried to convince them about sending their children to school. We played with the children and came back home really tired, exhausted, but with images of bright faces, twinkling eyes, and went to sleep. We were all excited to start. But the numbers hit us then. 200 million children between 4 to 14 that should be going to school but do not. 100 million children who go to school but cannot read. 125 million who cannot do basic maths. We also heard that 50 billion Indian rupees was dedicated for government schooling. 90% of that was spent on teacher's salary and administrator's salary. And yet India has nearly the highest teacher absenteeism in the world, with 1 out of 4 teachers not going to school at all the entire academic year. Those numbers were absolutely mind-boggling, overwhelming. And we were constantly asked, when will you start? How many schools will you start? How many children will you get? How are you going to scale? How are you going to replicate? It was very difficult not to get scared, not to get daunted. But we dug our heels and said, we're not in the number game. We want to take one child at a time and take the child right through school, send to college, and get them prepared for better living, a high-value job. So we started Parikrama. The first Parikrama school started in a slum where there are about 70,000 people living below the poverty line. Our first school was on a rooftop of a building inside the slums, a second-story building, only second-story building inside the slums. And that rooftop did not have any ceiling, only half a tin sheet. That was our first school, 165 children. Indian academic year begins in June. So June, it rains. So many a times, all of us would be huddled under the tin roof, waiting for the rain to stop. My God, what a bonding exercise that was. And all of us that were under that roof are still here together today. Then came the second school, the third school, the fourth school, and the junior college. In 6 years now, we have 4 schools, 1 junior college, 1,100 children coming from 28 slums and 4 orphanages. Our dream is very simple, to send each of these kids, get them prepared to live, to be educated, but also to live peacefully, contented in this conflict-ridden, chaotic, globalized world. Now, when you talk global, you have to talk English. And so all our schools are English medium schools. But then there's this myth that children from the slums cannot speak English well. No one in their family spoken English. No one in their generation spoken English. But how wrong it is.
I like adventurous books, and one of my favorites are like Alfred Hitchcock and The Three Investigators, Hardy Boys, and Harry Potter. All those 3 are like, although they are like in different contexts, one is like magical, the other 2 are like investigation. I like those books because they have something special in them, the vocabulary used in those books and the way, the style of writing. I mean, like once I pick up one book, I cannot put it down till I finish the whole book. It's like, even if it takes me like 4.5 hours or 3.5 hours to finish one book, I do it.
I did a Google search and I got the information about world's fastest cars. I like Ducati ZZ143 because it is the world's fastest bike, and I like Pulsar 220 GTSI because it is India's fastest bike.
Well, the girl that you saw, her father sells flowers on the roadside. And this little boy has been coming to school for 5 years. But isn't it strange that little boys all over the world love fast bikes? He hasn't seen one. He hasn't ridden one, of course. But he has done a lot of research through Google search. You know, when we started with our English medium schools, we also decided to adopt the best curriculum possible, the ICSE curriculum. And again, there were people who laughed at me and said, don't be crazy choosing such a tough curriculum for these children. They'll never be able to cope. Not only do our children cope very well, but they excel in it. You should just come across to see how well our children do. There's also this myth that parents from the slums are not interested in their children going to school. They'd much rather put them to work. That's absolute hogwash. All parents all over the world want their children to lead a better life than themselves. But they need to believe that change is possible.
क्लीनिंग और खाना पीना और इंग्लिश में बात करना और थोड़ा सा रेस्पेक्ट करना मम्मी डैडी से ये सब बहुत सीखी है सर बच्ची
ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ತೀಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಯಾರ ಮಾತು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜಗಳಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಇವಾಗ ಆತರ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಡೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ
ஃபியூச்சர்ல நாங்க என்ன ஆகணும்னு நாங்க கேட்டதுக்கு எங்க பசங்க சொல்றாங்க மம்மி நான் ஆர்டிஸ்டா தான் ஆவேன் இன்னொரு பொண்ணு கேட்டா நான் டாக்டர் தான் ஆவேன் இன்னொரு பையன் கேட்டா நான் சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியர் தான் ஆவேன்
We have 80% attendance for all our parents teachers meeting. Sometimes it's even 100%, much more than many privileged schools. Fathers have started to attend. You know, it's very interesting. When we started our schools, the parents would give thumbprints in the attendance register. Now they have started writing their signature. The children have taught them. It's amazing how much children can teach. We have a few months ago, actually late last year, we had a few mothers who came to us and said, you know, we want to learn how to read and write. Can you teach us? So we started an after school for our parents, for our mothers. We had 25 mothers who came regularly after school to study. And we want to continue with this program and extend it to all other schools. 98% of our fathers are alcoholics. So you can imagine how traumatized and how dysfunctional the houses are where our children come from. We have to send the fathers to de-addiction labs. And when they come back, most times sober, we have to find a job for them so that they don't regress. We have about 3 fathers who have been trained to cook. We have taught them nutrition, hygiene. We've helped them set up their kitchen, and now they are supplying food to all our children. They do a very good job because their children are eating their food. But most importantly, this is the first time that they have got respect and they feel that they're doing something worthwhile. More than 90% of our non-teaching staff are all parents and extended families. We've started many programs just to make sure that the child comes to school. Vocational skill program for the older siblings, so the younger ones are not stopped from coming to school. There's also this myth that children from the slums cannot integrate with mainstream. Take a look at this little girl who was one of the 28 children from all privileged schools, best schools in the country, that was selected for the Duke University Talent Identification Program and was sent to IIM Ahmedabad.
Duke IIMA camp, whenever we say that IIMA it was such a pride for us to go into that camp itself. And we went there. Everybody were very friendly, especially I got a lot of friends, and I felt that my English has improved a lot going there and chatting with friends and all those. We met children who are with different standard and all those different mindset, a totally different society. And I mingled with almost with everyone. They were very friendly. I had very good friends there who are from Delhi, who are from Mumbai. Even now we are in touch through Facebook. After this Ahmedabad trip, being totally different, like mingling with people and all those. Before that, I wasn't. I feel I wasn't like this. I don't even mingle. I don't start speaking with someone so quickly. And all my accent with English and all this improved a lot. And I learned football, volleyball, frisbee. Lots of games, and I wouldn't want to go to Bangalore. Let me stay here. Such a beautiful food. I enjoy eating food. It is so beautiful. I enjoy eating food. Like us, the parent will come and ask me, "Yes, ma'am, what do you want?" It is so good to hear.
This girl was working as a maid before she came to school. And today she wants to be a neurologist. We have our children are doing brilliantly in sports. They are really excelling. There's an inter-school athletic competition that is held every year in Bangalore, where 5,000 children participate from 140 best schools in the city. Our children are. We've got the Best School Award for 3 years successively. And our children are coming back home with bag full of medals, but lots of admirers and friends. Last year, there were a couple of kids from elite schools that came to ask for admissions in our school. We also have our very own dream team. Why is this happening? Why is this confidence? Is it the exposure? We have professors from MIT, Berkeley, Stanford, Indian Institute of Science, who come and teach our children lots of scientific formulas, experiments, much beyond the classroom. Art, music are considered therapy and mediums of expression. We also believe that, it's the content that is more important. It is not the infrastructure, not the toilets, not the libraries, but it is what actually happens in the school that is more important. Creating an environment of learning, of inquiry, of exploration is what is true education. When we started Parikrama, we had no idea which direction we were taking. We didn't hire McKinsey to do a business plan, but we know for sure that what we want to do today is take one child at a time, not get bogged with numbers, and actually see the child completes the circle of life and unleashes total potential. We do not believe in scale because we believe in quality, and scale and numbers will automatically happen. We have corporates that have stood behind us, and we are able to now open more schools, but we began with the idea of one child at a time. This is 5-year-old Parusharam. He was begging by a bus stop a few years ago, got picked up and is now in an orphanage, has been coming to school for the last 4.5 months. He's in kindergarten. He has learned how to speak English. We have a model by which kids can speak English and understand English in 3 months' time. I can tell you stories in English of the thirsty crow, of the crocodile, and of the giraffe. And if you ask him what he likes to do, he will say, I like sleeping, I like eating, I like playing. And if you ask him what he wants to do, he will say, I want to horsing. Now, horsing is going for a horse ride. So Parishra comes to my office every day. He comes for a tummy rub because he believes that will give me luck. When I started Parikrama, I began with a great deal of arrogance of transforming the world. But today, I have been transformed. I have been changed with my children. I've learned so much from them: love, compassion, imagination, and such creativity. Parashram is parikrama, with a simple beginning, but a long way to go. I promise you, Parashuram will speak in the TED conference a few years from now. Thank you.
Okay, so I think so you saw the video and yeah, you saw the video and now I'll just give you one list. You wrote the difference between listening and hearing, or I will start.
No, ma'am, we haven't tried it.
You haven't written. Okay, fine. I'll just start with that. Okay, so you write down assignment number 2, listening. Assignment number 2, listening. After that, I'll give you the questions. Okay. So after just under that you write down. I'll give you the meaning of listening, and then we will do the difference between listening and hearing. Write down, listening is an act. Listening is an act of hearing a sound and understanding it using all the 5 sense organs, and understanding it by using all the 5 sense organs. By using all the 5 sense organs.
So, ma'am, please repeat from beginning.
Listening is an act of hearing a sound and understanding it using all the 5 sense organs. Using all the 5 sense organs. Okay, then you write the difference. Okay. Make a column and write down one, you write down listening, and the other you write down hearing. One you write down listening and the other you write down hearing. Write down. Hearing refers to, sorry, listening is something that is done consciously. Listening is something that is done consciously involving the analysis and understanding the sounds one hears. Understanding the sound one hears. HEARES. Then you write down, under hearing you write down, Hearing refers to one's ability to perceive sounds, by receiving the vibrations through ears,
By
Okay.
receiving?
Just 1 minute. By receiving the vibrations through ears, EARS, vibrations through ears. After that, under listening, you write down just a phrase, okay? Because that is how you write the difference. The first point is just to explain, and after that you will write in the point-wise manner. Okay, just bullet. Under listening, you will write down a skill. And it is a skill, okay? A skill. Whereas under hearing, you write down an ability. Under hearing, you write down an ability. Then under hearing, you read, under listening, you write down secondary and temporary. Secondary and temporary. Secondary and temporary.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Under hearing, you write down secondary and temporary.
Ma'am, what do we have to write under listening?
Secondary and temporary. Secondary and temporary. And under hearing, you write down primary and continuous. Primary and continuous. Okay. Then the third point, you write down under listening, you write down psychological. Psychological. And under hearing, you write down physiological. Psychological spelling is PSYCHOLOGICAL, psychological. Whereas under hearing, that is physiological, PHYSIOLOGICAL, physiological. Then under listening, you write down receives message through ears, receives message through ears, and it is also interpreted. And it is also interpreted.
Ma'am, we have to write this down in listening.
Listening, yes.
Ma'am, it is
Can you
also.
repeat the last line?
And is also interpreted. First receives the message through ears and it is also interpreted.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. But in case of hearing, it is only receiving the message without any interpretation. In case of hearing, you write down only receiving the message through ears. Only receiving the message through ears. Then under listening, you write down active mental process. Under listening, you write down active mental process. And hearing is physical body process. Physical body process. Active mental process is listening. Physical body process is hearing. Then under hearing,
I'm listening or hearing?
sorry, listening. Under listening, conscious level. Conscious level. And under hearing, subconscious level. Under hearing, subconscious level. I'll just take one call, okay? Sir, namaskar. କିଛି ନାହିଁ sir, କୁହନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଅଛି। ଆସିବି sir, ହଁ sir, sorry ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ପଳେଇ ଆସିବି। ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା, thank you sir, thank you. Okay, so these are the differences between listening and hearing. In the exam, question might come, the difference between listening and hearing. So you can write any 4. I think I have given 5. You can write any 4, and this might come in the form of short question. Okay, and after this, I'll give you the assignment, and the assignment is it consists of the 10 questions. I'll just show you those 10 questions which were based on the video, and you have to answer them in complete sentences. Okay, just 1 second. I'll just show you listening. Okay, so this is the assignment. I'm just sharing the screen. So here, this is the question. What is, say for example, the question is, what is the profession of, sorry. What is the profession of the speaker who is shown in the video? You will write one full sentence. The profession of the speaker who is shown in the video is whatever. Okay. So this is how you have to answer, and I am uploading both sorry, I'm uploading the assignment because we do. I have already dictated it, and I don't have PPT for this, so I'll upload it. Assignment number 2.
And we have to submit it the same way we used to do earlier.
Yeah. Same way. Now you will tell me what is the deadline. What should be the deadline? You tell me. When would you like to submit?
Same as last time, 6.
By 6.
By 6. Okay. By 6. Otherwise, also, if you want, I can give the deadline till 12 midnight. Like I'm doing for other sections.
Fair enough, ma'am. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
12 midnight. Okay, na? So you can submit the assignment till 12 midnight, and that's it. So you want me to take the attendance and leave the class?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay.
And ma'am, if you can just leave the class and all those want to stay in the meeting, if they want to discuss some work, can they do that?
Yes, Anish, I'm not able to get. Please tell
I
me.
was saying, ma'am, since you will be leaving the meeting, so can those who want to stay in the meeting, can they stay in the meeting and complete their work if they want to?
Yeah. I will not leave this. I won't leave the meeting. I'll just mute myself. Okay, because I have to do some work, so I'll be doing it, and you can be in the class. I will not quit the meeting. Don't worry, or I'll not end the meeting. If you want to do the class, you can do it. No,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
an issue. Okay, but I'll take the attendance for those students who might want to leave the meeting. Okay, so that they will be free. I'm sharing the screen. Please see your attendance and respond to it. Okay.